Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join the Lisle High School Band, led by Director Scott Gumina, for the playing of our national anthem. Good evening. My name is Jeff Howard, and it is my pleasure to serve as the principal of Lisle High School. On behalf of our administration, faculty, and students, I would like to welcome you to the 66th commencement of Lisle High School, recognizing and celebrating the graduating class of 2024. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce and thank the members of our Board of Education, along with district and building administration, who are with us this evening. Please hold your applause until the end, but join me in welcoming School Board President Pam Allman, School Board Vice President Dan Helderly, School Board Secretary Randy Sims, School Board Member Steve Lesniak, School Board Member Greg Nagler, and School Board Member Kate Foster. The Superintendent of Lisle School District 202, Dr. Keith Filipiak. Assistant Principal of Curriculum and Instruction at Lisle High School, Sherry Costello. And the Assistant Principal of Student Services at Lisle High School, Jennifer Zimmerman. I am also very pleased to be able to recognize our building faculty and staff members who have taken the time to participate in tonight's ceremony. As we celebrate the success of our graduates, we also honor the dedication of our faculty and staff whose efforts have paved the way to this milestone for our students. I would ask members of the high school faculty and staff, as well as other members of the Lisle Community School District faculty and staff, to please rise in recognition for all they do on behalf of our students. I would also like to publicly thank some specific individuals who helped make tonight the tremendous event that it is. Both of our assistant principals, Sherry Costello and Jen Zimmerman, as well as our Dean of Students, Jim O'Hara, and our Athletic and Activities Director, Tom Markham, fill numerous roles on a daily basis, reaching this evening, and I thank all of you. I would also like to thank my administrative assistant, Karen Fitzgerald, our registrar, Judy Hochstetter, our band director, Scott Gumina, and our choral director, Jim Stelmacher, for their participation this evening. I would also like to give special thanks to our buildings and grounds crew, led by Mr. Nick Tomey, for having the building ready for this culminating event. Finally, I would like to recognize a Lisle legend whose time at Lisle is coming to an end. For the last 30 years, Mr. Yusuf Mataria has served as Lisle High School school psychologist and built thousands of solid relationships with students and staff alike. He has also had tremendous success and longevity in coaching, sponsoring athletics and activities, including Scholastic Bowl, where he led our Lisle team to 2 state championships and is an IHSA Hall of Famer. Golf, Gender Sexuality Alliance, class sponsor, and Operation Snowball. In reflecting on his Lisle career, Mr. M said, "No matter the day, I always look forward to coming to this environment. Some for their friendships, others for their inspiration, and those who allow me to be grateful for what I have. How fortunate I am to have had the best possible position, and they paid me for it. I would have done it for free." Well, let's not get crazy, Yusuf. Lisle will simply not be the same without him, but we are thrilled at what his retirement will bring to him. Congratulations to Yusuf Mataria. On this special night, we are as excited as all of you to recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates with grace, dignity, and a tremendous sense of pride, one pride, that has come to be affiliated with commencement here at Lisle. We join with all friends and family in attendance and streaming live in recognizing your final evening as Lisle students, as well as looking ahead to the exciting lives each of you will build. Tonight's ceremony is being streamed live on the Graduation 2024 page of the Lisle website and will be available next week on the district's YouTube channel, so friends and family will be able to access it at their convenience. I would like to recognize and thank our Fine Arts Department Head, Mr. Jim Stellmacher, and our friends from Champion Video for helping us with all of our technological needs and streaming needs this evening. Thank you. At this time, we will begin our evening with the Lisle High School Choir under the direction of Mr. Jim Stellmacher singing "Go the Distance." This evening's graduate reflection will be delivered by Mr. Lucas Heidenry. Next fall, Luke will attend the University of Southern California in Los Angeles, where he plans to major in business administration. Luke's parents are Valerie and Nick Heidenry. Ladies and gentlemen, the Illinois State Scholar, State Seal of Biliteracy and Spanish recipient, and President of the Class of 2024, Mr. Lucas Heidenry.
Thank you. Good evening. You know, it's funny how many times we've dreaded going to school, yet can't help but feel a tinge of sadness now that it's over. In my past 4 years of high school, I've come to realize that too often we center our lives around waiting for the next big thing to happen, the next big moment. In doing so, we unfairly simplify the rich complexity of our lives into a series of milestones we can later reminisce about. Here we are now in one of them. But what about the in-between? The moments that are too ordinary to remember forever, yet constitute the true essence of our daily experience. So tonight, in tribute to the everyday moments we call life in high school, I will eulogize some of the memories I will miss. I'll miss waking up at 7:59 for Mr. Stebbins' 8 a.m. online gym class during our COVID freshman year, pretending to do jumping jacks by waving my arm in front of the camera, even though I was still laying in bed. I'll miss when the librarians attempted to appeal to our generation's lingo and further spark our grades' reading interest by giving us a presentation they titled Top 10 Pretty Sus Books. Even though jeans probably weren't the best choice of attire for a basketball game, I'll miss when I saw Mr. Messino hit the game-winning jump shot in the Teachers versus Students basketball game. I'll miss being the first grade to win our DCAS Mill Drill Team event 3 consecutive years. Mr. O'Hara, I'm still waiting on that plaque you promised us, wherever you are. I'll miss the times when I wasn't able to tell the identical twin brother teachers, Math 1 and English 1 apart, especially when I unknowingly approached English 1 about a math question and received a poetic yet incorrect math answer. I'll even miss Mr. Markham saying, "Sup, bud," to me every time I pass him in the hallways. Moments that never would have happened had Officer Lewis not thrusted heroically into action to perform the Heimlich maneuver on Markham that day he was choking on a lifesaver in the lunchroom. Yeah, we are all glad that Mr. Markham was okay, but I'll never forget walking in late to lunch that day. At first glance, I thought they were dancing. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen the Heimlich maneuver, but let me tell you, it is one strange-looking dance move if you don't know what's going on. And finally, meant with the utmost respect, what I may miss most of all is 1,000 points of light beaming at 100% intensity into my eyes off the 3 most beautiful bald heads at Lisle, Mr. Howard, Mr. O'Hara, and Officer Lewis. I'm kidding. I will not miss that. 1 more year here and I would have developed cataracts. No, they warned us about looking at the solar eclipse, but not this. Regardless, may their wisdom and glaring luminosity continue to guide us into our future. In all seriousness, it's these unsung moments and so many more that form the pillars of our high school experience. So as we close this chapter in our lives tonight, let's learn to cherish the little things, the quiet moments, the everyday interactions, and even the unexpected interruptions. Let's carry this idea of finding meaning in small moments with us as we embark on different paths, be it college, the workforce, or any other adventure. Our ability to find humor in the mundane, to create memories from the ordinary, to uplift one another in the small daily challenges are what truly define a fulfilling and impactful life. It is this which causes that tinge of sadness now that it's all over. But in the words of the man that seems to come at the end of every good speech, Dr. Seuss, don't cry because it's over, smile because it's happened. May we continue to find joy in our memories and then in the moments yet to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Luke, and my magnificent bald head thanks you as well. Earlier this evening, Lisle's annual Distinguished Alumni Award was presented at a reception in the library, and we are lucky to have this year's recipient here with us this evening. After receiving his Bachelor and Master's of Science degrees in Aeronautical and Astronautical Engineering from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, our award winner earned his PhD in Aerospace Engineering from the University of Texas at Austin in 2000. Yes, that means he's a rocket scientist. He is currently the director of NASA's Texas Space Grant Consortium, TSGC, and a research associate with the University of Texas Institute for Geophysics. Within TSGC, he supports NASA outreach for the state of Texas with space-focused workforce development programs and provides college fellowships and internships to inspire students in all science, technology, engineering, and math fields. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the 2024 Lisle Distinguished Alumni Award winner, Dr. Timothy J. Urban of the class of 1987.
Good evening. Good evening. That's better. All right, good evening, students, staff, families, and friends. It's a great honor to be asked here for the 2024 commencement to help celebrate our graduates and their accomplishments. It's been many years since I was last on this stage, and I appreciate being given a second chance to provide some words of wisdom. I am a Lisle graduate. That foundational education prepared me just as your experiences growing up and throughout high school have prepared you for going out into the world. Just important as what you learned is that you have learned how to learn. So I'm going to test your learning skills right now and make this a bit more interactive. The challenge of any speech is to make an impact on your audience. And so I want you to remember these three words of wisdom: passion, opportunity, and legacy. And when I say these words, I'd like you to add the following hand motions, if you would. So let's start with an easy one. Whenever I say passion, put your hand over your heart. Passion. Excellent. When I say opportunity, pretend you're pushing open a door like this. Opportunity. There you go. And when I say legacy, pretend you're opening a book with your hands. Legacy. All right, excellent. So, the first word of wisdom is passion. Graduates, over the past 18 years or so, you've accumulated a wealth of accomplishments and experiences. And I'm sure there are many more to come. When pursuing new adventures, do what you like and find your passion. And don't be afraid to change your mind or go back to something you did years before. For example, when I was 6, the Viking probes landed on Mars, and the following year, the first Star Wars movie came out. I could see myself visiting other planets. I wanted more of that. Whether it was the science of exploration or science fiction, I wanted more. And as those who know me can attest, that was when space became my passion. All right, then in high school, while math and science were my academic fortes, band became my passion. Band was everything to me. Band friends and mentors got me through high school. In band, like any club or sport or group you're dedicated to, you learn teamwork. You learn that you need to practice. You learn how to take care of yourself, how to follow, and then how to lead. And you learn that the best leaders are passionate leaders, ones who give 100% to their cause. After graduating high school, I went into aerospace engineering, returning to my earlier passion for space. And that's where I am today, helping students like yourselves kindle their excitement for space and STEM. Whether you're going into engineering or business, cooking, carpentry, sports, video games, computer programming, photography, art, finance, music, movies, or medicine, if it's your passion, then it will be rewarding, and you should pursue it to the best of your abilities. And it's perfectly reasonable to change your mind as you learn and grow and gain more experience. So the point for you, graduates, is that right here, right now, you are young and curious and brave. Find something. Try many new things that you enjoy, and whatever you do, make it your passion. The next word of wisdom is opportunity. As graduates, you have virtually unlimited choices right now, and you are at the most open-ended position in your lives. Simply put, make the most of every opportunity. Take that extra class. Go on that exciting trip. Try new foods. Explore the road not taken to another state or country or hobby or career. Meet new people. Talk to that special person you've been thinking about. Test out that new job. But opportunities don't fall into your lap. You've got to leverage your passion to find them. And don't give up when opportunities seem to disappear. Surround yourself with family and friends, colleagues and mentors that give good advice and help you lead you to doors that you can open. 37 years ago, I was exactly where you are now, looking at a direction of study, but really not knowing, having any idea where I wanted to end up. I can tell you that most of my regrets along my path are missed opportunities. But I am grateful for all the ones that I did take that have led me to where I am today. One of the best opportunities, almost limitless in your choices, is to volunteer, finding an organization you have a passion for. Saving the environment, fighting a disease, fighting fires, supporting school, band, sports, scouts, your faith, your community. Maybe it'll turn into a hobby, or you'll make lifelong friends. Or maybe you'll meet someone that will help guide you on your career path. And don't limit yourself. This quote by Walt Disney is one that I used in my first graduation speech. If you can dream it, you can do it. I believe dreams are your passion looking for opportunities. Make the most of them. My final word of wisdom is legacy. Your life story. What do you want the book of your life to say? What will be your eternal digital or literal footprints? Most of us are not Da Vinci or Einstein or Nobel. Our names will not be recorded in the most comprehensive history books. Making a positive impact where we can, supporting and nurturing one another, giving our time, talent, and treasure when we can, that is our legacy. In 1991, at the University of Illinois, I graduated with a bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering and started working on my master's. I leveraged my passion for space and took an opportunity to work for a new program called Illinois Space Grant. I was helping dozens of students with summer programs and getting them excited about a career in STEM and space, leaving a small but impactful legacy. When I moved to Austin to pursue a doctorate, I started volunteering with the Texas version of that organization and began making an impact on hundreds of more students. Today, thanks to that passion for space, and by taking opportunities along the way, I am the director of Texas Space Grant and helping send the next spacecraft to Jupiter. I have hopefully made a positive impact on thousands of students. For you graduates, whether you're working towards an amazing career or volunteering with any one of hundreds of worthwhile service organizations, think about the impact that you are making on each and every person and organization you interact with, and reflect on how you would want to be remembered in the book of your life story, your legacy. The instinct to explore is part of what defines us as human beings. One of the great scientific explorers, Isaac Newton, once said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." That was his way of thanking all those that came before him, all the giants of science. I am eternally grateful for all those that came before me and with me on my journey and shared their passions, helped show me opportunities, and left their own legacies. So graduates, I hope you will thank all the giants in your lives that have helped you along your path so far, and then aim to be one of those giants and make the world a better place for our generations and for future generations. Find your passion. Take advantage of opportunities and leave a legacy. I know you will be successful in your futures. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Urban. We are proud that you are a part of our One Pride. We would now like to move to this evening's message from the class of 2024, delivered by the President of Student Congress, Ms. McKenna Kane. McKenna will attend Auburn University in Auburn, Alabama, next fall, where she plans to major in law and justice. McKenna's parents are Debbie and Rick Kane. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of the Daughters of the American Revolution Award and the Lisle High School Student Congress Scholarship, Miss McKenna Kane.
Hello, parents, friends, family, faculty, and graduates. I'm McKenna Kane. As I sat down to begin writing this speech, I was lost. I could have taken this a million ways, and truthfully, I had no clue where to go, but through that moment of frustration and confusion, I realized that I could reach out to any of my friends, classmates, or teachers, and everyone would be willing to sit down and help me write this. Lisle's a unique town in that way. The bond and sense of community formed here is like no other, and I hope we can all take a few moments to reflect on how lucky we all are to be a part of it. We've been blessed, class of 2024, to have teachers every single day asking how we're doing and genuinely caring about our answers. To have parents and friends supporting us at every sporting event, band concert, volunteer event, and theater performance. To have counselors that aided us in every step of the way as we navigated graduation and our plans following it. To have admin that check in on us and care about our successes. To have a hallway full of hellos, smiles, and dap-ups. I mean, look around. We have so many people here supporting us all today. This school's a special place to have grown up in, and we're all a part of this special graduating class. Today is the day that we've all been waiting for, since many of us started our Lisle schooling at Sheezer or even Tate Woods. Although some of us began in the Lisle community just these past few years, nonetheless, the time has come, and as we say goodbye to all the fantastic and not so fantastic memories, I'd like to thank all of the teachers, staff, parents, family, friends, and every single one of us in this graduating class for the village that we were able to form. Just because this chapter of our lives is coming to a close does not mean this community or all that we have learned here is. We will always be there for one another, supporting each other and cheering each other on as we all move on to our next steps, whether that be college or trade school, the workforce, or a gap year. When each of us inevitably feel lost, I hope that we can remember the sense of togetherness here. We learned how to form a community and how to be a part of one. Each and every one of us will take what we learned here while finding new groups and support systems, but we'll never forget the bonds and memories made. So I'll end with this. No matter what you choose to do after you leave Lisle, you can now almost say that you've graduated from the class of 2024. So congratulations to us, all that we have done and achieved, we overcame, and now we're ready for our last moments together as class of 2024.
Sorry to interrupt, but I was actually asked to come in and speak just prior to what you're about to say. So if you wouldn't mind, Jeff, could I just have a couple minutes? There is one more person we want to recognize tonight. Probably many of you know this is Jeff Howard's last school year with us, and so he'll be retiring at the end of this school year. And so if you wouldn't mind, if you could please join me, look stoic up here.
This wasn't in rehearsal.
I just want to say, we have just been so fortunate to have you as part of our Lisle team for the last 10 years. You are just so focused on students. I'll never forget when Jeff first started. He went and looked through the high school during the summer before everyone came and looked around and he said, I want this to be a place that the students know that this is their house. They're not visiting here, this is their house. And started with things as simple as putting up pictures in every flat surface we had. And I don't know if you've noticed it, but when you do leave here today, take a look. And it's not days of old, we celebrate the history, but Jeff wanted to make sure that when you came here, you saw your accomplishments. You saw pictures of yourself. Another incredible thing that he said that really stuck with me was the importance of relevance. Jeff said, Keith, I think the hardest thing about being a high school is being relevant. There are so many distractions in today's world, and I want this to be a place that students come and prepare academically with courses they have an interest in. He said he wants them to explore their passion. Are we still doing that? Dream about their future, but more importantly, feel part of something bigger than themselves, which I think was the start of One Pride. My dad always said, when you look back on your life, you want to know that you left the world a better place than you found it. And I can say that, Jeff, your 10 years here, you have left this place a better place than you found it. You've had an impact on countless of individuals. You've been the spirit of One Pride, and you will forever be part of our legacy. Please welcome to retirement, but more importantly, we want to thank you for all you've done for us.
Thank you. Thank you, Keith. That was very unplanned and very nice. Members of the Board of Education, parents, families, and graduates. For the last few years, the world has watched Iowa basketball sensation Caitlin Clark lead what can only be described as a reinvigoration of sport. Basketball Hall of Famer Rebecca Lobo described Clark as a singular force who has grown the women's game in ways no college player ever has before. In taking the court and becoming college basketball's all-time leading scorer, Clark has cemented her legacy at the University of Iowa, in college basketball, and women's athletics forever. To borrow a word from Dr. Urban, legacy is a word often used when we have reached the end of an era. Upon completion of an arduous journey, legacy reveals the experience and pride, one pride, that you have built and wish to pass down to future generations. Tonight, with my retirement and your graduation, you and I find ourselves at a crossroads here in the North Gym for the final time. Our legacies at Lisle now cemented as our attention turns to the new journey that lies ahead for both of us. 40 years ago, 40, I sat in an uncomfortable pew at St. Calitas Church in LaGrange for my own high school graduation and began a journey that is concluding here this evening. There's little I remember about that evening other than a Talking Heads song that was rolling around in my head, and all of the adults kept asking us, "So, what are you going to do now?" In preparing to leave Lisle, I am sure many of you, like me, have been asked that same question. What are you going to do now? I am sure for many of you, the answer has been pretty consistent. The data regarding what you're going to do is very clear. The class of 2024 has earned over $1.5 million in scholarships. 51% of you are going to a four-year college, 30% of you are going to COD, and 7% are going into the workforce. While this is a notable achievement, I'd like to suggest that what are you going to do is the wrong question. What you are going to do or where you're going to school or to work are not broad enough questions to define the journey upon which you are about to embark. New York Times columnist Frank Bruno warns that where we go to college will have infinitely less bearing on our fulfillment in life than so much else. Like the wisdom with which we choose our romantic partners, our interactions with the communities that we inhabit, our generosity towards the families we inherit, and the families that we make. Perhaps instead we should consider the question, who are you going to become? Who are you going to become? This question is not just about your college or career choices. It is about the essence of who you are and the ultimate impact you will have. The world needs more than just influencers and celebrities. Instead of measuring success by likes and views, we need people with integrity, people who understand the power of listening and the necessity of empathy. People who can articulate the difference between right and wrong. Who you become has nothing to do with money acquisition or popularity polls, no matter what Instagram or TikTok tell you. Ultimate self-acceptance has everything to do with being part of a community and serving others. Ironically, your individual happiness will be contingent on your ability to see other people, to know other people, and to make them feel valued, heard, and understood. Tonight, you are a beginner in your new journey. Me too. We all know that in any journey, mistakes and failures will occur. The author David Brooks writes, "Much of life is about failure. Whether we acknowledge it or not, your destiny is profoundly shaped by how effectively you learn from and adapt to failure." One worry, however, about your Gen Z generation as a whole centers around persistence and grit. Do you have the patience necessary to learn from your mistakes and failures? Have you developed the skill of perseverance? You have been raised with almost limitless options and choices, countless streaming services. You can scroll through 24 hours a day. The phone you probably sleep with can answer any question at any time. Even AI apps are available to create a resume or write a paper. But what happens when the answers aren't on your phone or computer? When work becomes too hard or relationships become too difficult, will you walk away? Are you willing to endure hardships and pain in order to improve? In becoming college basketball's all-time leading scorer, Caitlin Clark has not only cemented her collegiate legacy, but has set the stage for herself and millions of young athletes watching her new journey into the professional ranks, where competition is more difficult. Demands on her and her time are greater, and her failures are more public. How will the public respond if she only averages 6 points a game in the WNBA instead of the 28.42 points per game she averaged at Iowa? How will she respond? Does she have enough confidence to fail in order to grow and become the person and the player she wants to be? Your mission at the beginning of this journey is to embrace it, accept it, figure things out. What can I do? What tasks need to be performed? Who needs my help? Have you grown enough to empathize with others no matter the cost to you? Empathy is not just understanding, it's feeling with others. It's putting yourself in their shoes and recognizing their humanity. Walt Whitman wrote, "I do not ask the wounded person how he feels, I myself become the wounded person." Empathy allows you to see the world through a different lens. Do you have the patience to fail and see life through a different lens in order to move forward? Lisle has equipped you with the knowledge and skills to see life through a different lens. Now is the time to utilize those skills to ultimately learn your greatest lesson, discovering who you are at your core. Don't be afraid to experiment, to stumble, to redefine yourself along the way. Embrace experiences that challenge your comfort zone. Engage in conversations that broaden your perspective, and most importantly, listen to your inner voice. The world you're entering needs your unique talents and perspectives. Surround yourself with those who uplift you and never stop learning. To start a new story or even a new chapter takes considerable bravery. As you and I enter this new beginning in our lives, remember, it is a journey. Pain, anxiety, and loss are required for ultimate success. Recently, Caitlin Clark said, "It's not about last year. You worry too much about the past and you're going to get caught up in that. It's about being present, being where your feet are, being in the moment." Tonight is the final time that I will address the graduating class of Lisle High School. To have seen our students grow and develop over the past 10 years has been the work of my life, my professional legacy. I want to thank my wife, my 4 kids, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the opportunity to have been a part of this amazing community, our one pride. Thank you very much. Members of the Board of Education, members of the District 202 administration, I certify that all students recommended for graduation here this evening have completed and in most cases exceeded the requirements of both the state of Illinois and Lisle Community Unit School District 202 and should therefore be officially awarded their Lisle High School diplomas. It is my pleasure to officially present to you the Lisle High School Class of 2024. Lucas Robert Heidenry. McKenna Olivia Kane. Luke Adrian. Katie Amarani Alvarado. Jonah William Ambrose. Dylan Ray Babinski. Jordan Soleil Baker. Aiden Christopher Bennett. Flynn Hamish Cadell. Tiara Monet Perkins. Marissa A. Camacho. Elijah Benjamin Candler. Caden John Carnes. Elijah Kane Carson. Tyler John Carvel. Christine Elo. Soren Mitchell Martin. Annika Kusum Muddam. Jocelyn Robin Smith. Cordelia Amethyst Wong. Andrea Juliana Castro. Jackson Dylan Cates. Tanaya Cates. Martin Patrick Chernyavsky. Michael Chudoff. Diego de Lara Sanchez. Nathan Richard Doring. Caitlin Marie Ebert. Kylie Rose Ebert. Ethan Michael Erpenbach. Logan Andrew Fernandez. Sierra Fernandez. Thomas Donald Ford. Sarah Lucian. Catherine Franklin. Isabella Ann Fredo. Jacob Adam Furmansky. Gage Lorenzo Gaddis. Esperanza Garcia. Abigail Blair Gavigan. Cynthia Nicole Gergitz. Ruby Gonzalez. Helen Gorshkovsky. Kyle Francis Grutzmacher. Connor Michael Gergoni. Till Karsten Hennecke. Lucas Dale Hahn. Bilal Akel Hard. Nathan Arthur Harrer. Go Blue. Nicholas Andrew Harros. Ryan Louise Harris. Nathan Andrew Heyer. Clayton Don Hicks. Devin Riley Hutchison. Matthew Thomas Kane. Thomas J. Kleik. Darius Knight. Sriram Saitaja Koratala. Patrick Kozheratsky. Ricky Donato Leibel. Jeremy Lemmy. Brian Leone. Matthew Nicholas Lesniak. Nolan Michael Lyon. Adasia Lovey Madison. Gracie Evelyn Magis. Guadalupe Martinez. Mia Grace Mazzolini. Crystal Nicole McHugh. Jacob Ryan Mitchell. Drew Allen Nigro. Ryan Adam Piscola. Montserrat Quiros Onate. Lucas Ricker. Jacqueline Nicole Roper. Ty Bernard Russell. Congratulations, Ty. Colin Groth Ruta. Elena Ann Sagan. Sydney Samarco. Estefany Sanchez. Ryan Barenhart Schmidt. Zoya Miriam Sheikh. Armin Bijan Shirani. Kylie Nicole Schweitzer. Amira Syed. Fatima Guadalupe Tenorio. Gianna Bree Thompson. Kimberly Valencia. Sid Visconde. Lucas Wilkie. Jeremiah Jamel Wilson. Hannah Lynn Zink. Catherine Marie Zink. Members of the class of 2024, please rise. Now that you have walked across the stage, received your diploma, and moved your tassel from the right side to the left side, do it now. I would ask you to look around, wave, and give a round of applause to the people who love you the most sitting in the stands that helped you get to this night. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce the graduates of the class of 2024. Graduates, return to your seat. Mr. Gumina, we will please begin our recessional.